Is this a real card?
Wow. I'm gonna lean towards no, and also I'm reconsidering my choice to be on the show right now. If this is how we're starting. And then the reason I know it's not a real card is because obviously it's lacking the colossal keyword.
I don't know how you would react to seeing this. I'm glad you took it very nicely. Okay.
This is what Hecklebots, or no, not Hecklebot, Evil Heckler's been talking about all this time.
Your mother was a Murloc!
What about this one?
No, that's not a real card. Regenerate restores 3 health, right?
Yes, you are correct. Awesome. What about this one?
Okay, I know this card, so the stats look right. If your hero, no. If your hero took damage this turn, gain lifesteal is what this card usually does, right?
Yes, you are correct. I think every single other person would have got that wrong.
Okay, so I've tried to make what is now known as Dark Glare Warlock work in Wild for so long that I know every self-damage Warlock card. Like, that's kind of a pet deck for me, and then it turned into an abomination in the format, so.
I thought this one would make a lot of sense because in the Witchwood, that's when the rush keyword was introduced. And for some reason, it has lifesteal for absolutely no reason.
I think it's meant to kind of like offset the damage that you're doing. The problem is it costs 5 mana.
Yeah, it's just
attack.
bad.
Like, yeah, it's just, yeah.
What about this card?
Okay, staying in the same, I mean, I warned you about the self-damage cards. These, I believe this summons 2/1 bats, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna say this is a fake card.
That's actually not correct.
Oh.
I will let you take another guess because you went really fast there.
Oh, the problem is if you took damage last turn, it would be this turn, correct?
Yes, that is correct. There you go.
Okay. Either way, it's unplayable, I think. Oh god, this is a recent card, isn't it?
Rise of Shadows was, I think, 3 years ago at this time.
Yeah, but I'm not sure it's from Rise of Shadows is what I'm...
That is also true.
That's also what I'm kind of concerned about. I don't know. I feel like I do better against with the older cards than the newer ones, because if a new card gets revealed and it's bad, I just never see it. So especially neutrals. I know it's a neutral. I'm gonna go with no. I don't think it's the right card because I really don't think. I think it's more recent than Rise of Shadows.
No, it's actually a real card.
You just have me doubting everything. I just assume that they're just all fake cards.
This card came out in Rise of Shadows, had no synergistic aspects in that set, and I don't think I ever saw it play. I don't even think you played this in Wild.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. This is the first time I've seen that card in my life. Did we just spoil a card from the upcoming mini set? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, I do. What about this one?
Babbling. Oof, no, this is clearly the Paveling book. And so the name's wrong. Battlecry, it should be add a random mage spell to your hand, correct?
Yes, you are correct.
Okay, that is from Karazhan though. I have fond memories of that card. Enhanso Mechano. Wind Fury, Taunt, or Divine Shield seems correct. I don't know about the at random part. It's definitely from GVG. I also think the name doesn't seem... Oh, it's an epic card, not a rare card. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, you're correct.
That card actually saw play. I've played that card.
It did.
Unironically. Okay, this one I know is a newer one. And this one, I actually know what's wrong with it too, because Twitch chat lost their mind over it when I actually played this card unironically. It's not a mech, it's a watcher. They are powered by Arcane, and I believe they are not sentient. That's why it's not a mech. So that's what's wrong with it.
You're nuts. Yep, that is correct. Dude, I feel like I underestimated how good you were going to be at this.
I was nervous going in, I'm going to be honest. I thought I was going to make a fool of myself. Now I'm just embarrassing myself by how much I do know. Chromatic Egg. I don't remember what set it's from, but it makes sense that it would be from Descent of Dragons. Secretly discover a dragon to hatch into and then summon. I think that's a real card. It seems like an epic card. I remember it just being absolute trash. I think it's real.
So it actually is not real. The death rattle actually says hatch instead of summon.
Oh, they had to get cute on me right there.
So I was gonna change the text to be discover a dragon to summon like the egg into, but that felt so weird. So I thought I would just leave it in there to see if you would get it.
Oh,
also,
I see what you're saying.
Probably don't play this card whatsoever. I think it's arguably one of the worst ones I've ever seen.
You would not believe how many people have tried to tell me that I need to be running that card in like aggressive egg decks, and I've had to politely sometimes explain why that's a bad idea. Dark Pharaoh to Khan. I've played this card before. For the rest of the game, your lackeys are 4/4s. That's definitely a Rise of Shadows. Can't fool me because lackeys were Rise of Shadows. I think it was 5 mana though, because struggled to make this work. So I think that's what's wrong with it. I think it's a 5 mana card.
Yeah, it is a 5 mana card. Usually one card's gonna have one thing wrong with it. This one actually has 2.
I think the other thing was that it had maybe a weird stat line that didn't match. Is that like, was it a 3/4?
It actually came out in Savers of Uldum.
I'm sorry, wait, what? Oh, that was all one set in my mind. Right, lackeys were were over the course of that whole year. I forgot about that. I was wrong. You literally could fool me on that. Command the Illidari, another card that I've run unironically. It actually summons 6 Illidari with Rush.
You are correct. Damn, I gotta get cards that you've never played before.
That's gonna be hard to do. I've played a lot of cards that nobody else has. I should have warned you as well that prior to playing Wild, I was an arena gamer. So like I've seen all the bad cards.
Okay, I was gonna be like, what about this card? There's no way you played this card.
I have played this card, but this is when I was phasing out of arena. I don't know if it was from Witchwood. I think everything else looks correct, but like, I don't know, you're in my head. I think that everything is a fake card and everything looks correct, but I can't remember what set it was from. I think it was before Witchwood though, so I'm gonna say it's a fake card because it's not the right set.
No, it's actually correct.
That makes sense both with the art and with like the theme, like it's an evil guy and he's on a roof. Another one I've played unironically. All right, Troll Centurion. Okay, rush, honorable kill, deal 8 to the, that all seems right. I'm not certain that it was in Alterac Valley though, but I guess that makes sense because like where else are you gonna be? I don't know. It definitely wasn't Baron, so it had to be Alterac Valley. I'm gonna say this is a real card.
Yeah, you are correct. Also, honorable kill was the keyword from Alterac Valley.
I just completely glossed over that part and yeah, didn't even consider that, but yeah, that makes sense. Oh man, everybody's played this card, right? Okay, so it was Knights of the Frozen Throne. It was 7 mana. It's still 7 mana. Give a friendly minion +4/4 and taunt. I don't know that it was a beast though, was it? I'm gonna question that. I don't think it's a real card. I think it didn't have the beast tag.
Yeah, you are correct. Yes.
Ooh.
I forget what it's called. It's like a 6 mana 6/5 bone dragon or whatever it's called. It's super weird because that specific card is actually a dragon, even though it's all bony, which is super weird, right? Like, why wouldn't Bone Mirror be a beast? This doesn't make any sense. Looking at the rest of my cards, I'm so nervous.
I thought I was the one that was supposed to be nervous. Destroy minion. If you have damage minion, this costs 5. That makes sense as a GVG card. The art looks like GVG era. I really feel like I remember this costing 1 when it's active though, but I might be mixing that up with another card. So I think it actually reduces it by 6 when you have a damage minion.
That is incorrect.
This must be a real card then, right?
No, it's not a real card.
Well, now I don't know what to believe.
It reduces it by 4 less.
Wow, I made it way better than it was. I was like, wow, that's unplayable at 2 mana. So it must have been a 1 mana card. And I could not have been more wrong. Okay.
It doesn't make any sense why they made this card.
Big Napper. I remember this guy. That's a definite Journey to Ngoro card. It was a 3/1, and yeah, it summoned 2 raptors. So I think this is a real card.
It is not a real card.
Are you kidding me? Oh, it's a battle. Oh my god, I just corrected it from Battle Cry to Death Rattle in my head. I read that as Death Rattle. In my mind, I'm just like, yeah, I'm getting too confident is what's going on here. I was on a roll for a while. I'm just like, I'm not even reading the cards anymore. I'm just saying, yep.
What about this card?
Oh god. After you cast a holy spell, give a random friendly minion 2 health. I remember the art of this card. The one thing I'm not sure of is that this doesn't seem like an epic card. I feel like it's maybe a common, and so I'm gonna doubt that. Everything else looks right. That line's terrible, so probably correct. Yeah, I don't think this could possibly be an epic card, could it?
It could.
It could?
This is actually a neutral card. It isn't a priest card.
What? Wait, was a paladin gonna use? Who else has holy card? Okay, that was a good bait though. It just is a priest card. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm still not convinced. Druid of the Swarm. This was actually played quite a bit in Wild in the original versions of like Beast Aggro Druid. Choose 1, transform. I believe the 3/2 that it transformed into had stealth though, not lifesteal.
So you are actually correct that the first transform is wrong, but you're incorrect on what it actually was. It actually transformed it into a 1/2 with poison.
Oh, yeah, you're absolutely right. It did that. I was thinking of there's another one that's very similarly costed at 2 mana, I think, but yeah.
I thought this one made more sense because again, lifesteal was introduced in Knights of the Frozen Throne. So I was like, oh, maybe I can bait it with that. It kind of works. There's no way you played this card.
I tried so many times. I thought I had, because I just love drawing cards. So I know this card. It is absolutely a 6 mana 4/4. In the video I was editing just this morning, I got devolved into this card.
Oh no.
But obviously I didn't activate it because it was like a battle cry, so I didn't read it very closely. I think that it actually looks at the attack, not the health though. So I think that it's if you control a minion with 6 or more attack, draw 3 cards.
That is incorrect.
This must be a real card then?
No, it is not. It actually draws 2 cards. It's even worse than what it looks.
Oh my god, how did I ever think this would be a like playable card? I was so excited for this card. That's why you never listen to card reviews before the set comes out, because dummies like me think that Fight Promoter is going to be playable. Ball of Spiders. Okay, so this is a real card. I'm not sure about the set. Web Spinner was introduced in Nax. How soon after Nax was... I'm questioning everything. I'm in my own head now. Like, when I started, you were in my head. I was able to push through. Now I'm just like, now I've lost the confidence. I don't know what's true anymore. There hasn't been a real one in a while. I'm just gonna say that this is a real card because it's bad enough that it could be a Grand Tournament card.
You are right. This is a real card. It's from Grand Tournament, but it is missing actually a little bit of text. When you summon a minion, it tells you the stat line of the minion.
Oh, 3/1/1 Web Spinners. Okay.
Yeah. There's no way you played this card either, right?
Definitely not.
What about this one?
The numbers look correct. It's a 5-mana 1/1. The one number that I'm not sure about is the 5/5 and the hot shot part after that trickery with the hatch. I'm also not sure about the name. Now I'm just questioning everything again. It's on a 5/5 hot shot. This seems right, and it's bad enough again to be a Rosticon's Rumble card, which again fits the theme as well. So it's definitely, that's correct. It's from Rosticon's Rumble. Seems like a common card. I'm not sure about the name and the hot shot, but I'm gonna say it's a real card.
Yeah, you are correct. It is a real card.
Oh man, you don't know how much tension I was feeling in that one. That may have been the most difficult choice yet because it looked right, but like there are certain things that just didn't seem right about it. Masked Contender. This is a common card.
It's not a common card.
It's what? You know what? Wait, no, they had a common reprint of it. Okay. I could have sworn I played this in Mage. Is that the difference? Is it a Mage card? Is that what I'm losing my mind over?
So you are right. It is actually not a Hunter card, but it's not a Mage card either. It's neutral. This is your last card.
Gotta end on a high note here. Oh no. You know that video that I was talking about just editing this morning? What do you think I devolved from into the fight promoter?
No way.
Yes. This is a 7-mana card. It's gonna be on the thumbnail. But everything else is right. It's from
Oh
TGT.
my god, no way. Dude, I was like, there's no way he knows this card. I didn't even know it existed.
Well, this was unironically played in one of it in a top tier deck.
Oh, wow. Roffle, thanks for doing this, man. I hope you had fun.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. It's, you know, I feel like I did a little bit better than I was going. You know, I watched the Regis video and I was like, oh man, if that's how Regis did, I'm going to make a fool of myself. And, so fortunately that wild background came to help me out a little bit.